And here we go in Boulder with Buck Buchanan to get it away to Jaron Hamilton, who signals for a fair catch. Tyson again in motion, and it's a give to Relique Brown to start, wrapped up by Taufik Bayern. As Canyon Floyd, the sophomore from Scottsdale, comes out, and he gets it away to the true freshman, Quinell Farrakhan, for just outside the 30, made a couple miss and got a block around the edge, and it will be excellent starting field position in plus territory.
The time is now. We've gotten to November, and he's ready to roll.
And he's going to the air to start his day as he fires to the wide side of the field and got it complete for a short gain to Joseph Williams. So now third down and 8 for the Buffs. Lewis around the edge, and he gets ushered out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
The impact player has been the trainers for Colorado. How many injuries they've had to deal with.
Brown with a cut, and he weaves out just shy of the 35.
Elaborate game plan, and a lot of times they get shrunk all the way down just the things that get you lined up.
On second down, Sims takes his check down across the middle to his trusty tight end.
Let's see if they go to him here. He's over at the top, man to man.
Pressure comes. Sims has the one-on-one for Tyson down the sideline, and welcome back, Jordan Tyson, against his former school, a big gainer into plus territory.
Yeah, this is what I expected right there on John Slaughter. You get one-on-one on the outside. The first third down, they didn't go to him. I thought he had a mismatch this time. Sims.
Canyon Floyd, the punter, is the holder. And Jesus Gomez's kick is good, and Arizona State strikes first. 7-3 overall and 5-2 in the clubbed up top of the Big 12. Jeff Sims goes spinning away from pressure and then tiptoes out of bounds just past the 20. Kenny Dillingham is barking for a late hit, and the flag does come out.
On where you're at on the field, watch 50 come in right here. Look, Sims is already out of bounds.
Still the two running backs with Brett Bartoloni calling the plays. Again, not Pat Shermer. Lewis looking for somewhere to go, and Lewis escapes. With a hesitation, gets popped down past the 30.
Just want to be at home. Want to be somewhere where I can learn and develop even at just his age.
He fires to the near side and has it complete to Derek Eusebio with third down coming up, Don.
Julian Lewis into a rhythm early.
Hayden on the swing pass, wrapped up immediately by Kendrick Breedlove, the former Buffalo.
Everybody's communicating, but they're also building a wall in the run game.
Sims to Robinson on the check down, and the ball's out. Loose along the sideline, and Colorado's got it.
Josh, I want you to watch Taufik Bayern. He's our guy. Remember the impact player. Watch Seven just come in and throw the hammer down. That's how you hit. You get the ball knocked out, and you get the recovery. It's all about creating turnovers and opportunities. We just bragging on this defense. They finally got the turnover needed for their offense.
It's exactly what Rob Livingston.
I think you take a shot right now with Amari Miller on the outside.
Instead, a give to Draylon Miller, who was immediately clamped off the left side. Don.
The art of preparation. No one prepares like Kevin Byard, and I think we just saw the effect of that prep right there.
Sure did, Don. Juju Lewis takes his medicine on second down and long to Draylon Miller. Colorado so far 0 for 3 on third downs. Sun Devils back off, bring 4 across the middle on the check down. Draylon Miller churning the legs, very close to the sticks.
Now they move Tyson all the way to the top there. Wide receiver.
Conservative from Marcus Arroyo with Relique Brown, and he gets tripped up, but a flag comes in at the end of the play.
Being down 28, bringing his team back from 28 down, the possibilities.
Here's Michael Welch with the biggest game today for Colorado. Takes it to the red zone. Colorado's leading rusher picks up 39.
Man, what a block by the left tackle, Kareem Hart. You always want to know, watch 55 right here. Watch the kick out. You need great explosive running backs. Nice run.
Welch tripped up off the left side. You mentioned Kareem Harden, fifth-year senior. It's his third game in a row playing a ton. Both his bookend tackles. Blitz picked up. Lewis with a sidestep, and he takes off. Juju Lewis smartly slides down like you wanted earlier.
Yeah.
Enough for a first down to set up first and goal. So another chance into the red zone for Colorado, trying to cash in with the first quarter winding down. Dallin Hayden into the end zone, touchdown Colorado. doing this a lot over the last few weeks. Four-man rush, and Sims rips one, and it's complete to McLean. In the plus territory, the fifth-year senior Malik McLean for 25.
That's a nice job by McLean. He got right in front of Yates. Third and long. You're playing over the top if you're Yates, but you want to be a little bit closer, a little sticky.
11 of his 17 catches coming in those 3 games. Malik Brown's explosive, trying to get the edge, and he gets swung down by Tawfiq Byard for Colorado's defense. Sims with time, a quick hitter, and he's got it to Shimon Mateer.
Thought they may have ran the football, but something underneath probably could have got them an opportunity on fourth.
Here's a fake. Canyon Floyd dominates in his career, and he connects again to move the sticks to the big boy.
And I think that's what confused the Colorado defense.
And how about that for Canyon Floyd? Last year, he had 2 completions as a freshman. And boy, was that needed for Arizona State.
Well, I guess they did go for it on fourth down. We were clamoring for it.
It's from the redshirt junior defensive tackle. He's playing the biggest role of his career defensively. Second run for Malik Brown, who got wrapped up. Lost one of his mouth guards in the process. Don't worry, he has a couple. Second career start for the 5-star freshman Juju Lewis. On the RPO, he's got a connection to Omarion Miller, who's got his first catch, as you would expect for a guy who reclassified him. Should be a high school senior. David Greaves booms one to the 15 for Zachariah Sample. Takes it past the 20 before he got popped.
I want to play Tecmo Bowl now, by the way. Just look at that graphic. Outstanding job by Caitlin Irk as well.
Sims on the run with a connection to Derek Eusebio for a first down. Next week, TCU then beats Cincinnati. It's a lot to unpack. That is the best path for Arizona State. Malik Brown goes skipping at Isaiah Harge to the 45 and keeps on pushing the pile. Couple first downs on consecutive plays. Another give to Brown with that sudden burst. John Slaughter wraps up. Kanye Udo, the Army transfer, comes in. He supplies some power, and he's got a first down on second down and 1.
And get Jordan Tyson back in the game.
4 plays, 3 first downs this drive, and Sims pulls it from Udo and heads toward the edge with a shove of Hodge, who wrangles him down, with Jeff Sims taking over for the injured Sam Levitt. Fake it. Sims under pressure. Gets away from Keaton Wade and throws on the run to the sideline, and that is complete. Colorado shows pressure. It's a screen. It's Eusebio who slipped one and then gets wrapped up, and he is 2 yards short. Still no Jordan Tyson here on 4th and 2. Fake it. Sims throws it. Sideline, Malik Brown! Touchdown, Sun Devils! Jeff Sims again goes to the air and converts.
Yeah, he converts to Brown. Gets to the end zone, and it's Malik Brown. Prime time stepping Arizona State with the lead.
Remember, to begin the second half, Colorado will get the football. Juju Lewis on the slant connects with Joseph Williams, the Tulsa transfer.
And so now you get to November in college football. I think he's seen enough, he's practiced enough, and we're seeing it here now.
He pulls it on third down and will take off with a fake, and he takes the contact from Boogie Wilson and picks up. Lewis steps up, slings sideline. Sincere Brown was wrapped up immediately, but there's a flag down. So that really hurts Arizona State. Ball's hit the 42 for the Bucks, and this is Dallin Hayden with a good gain, wrapped up by Clayton Smith after 5 as we tick toward the 2-minute timeout.
I think that's the reason why they didn't get that same type of production from Caden Salter.
They go for it on 4th and 6. Lewis under pressure from Watley. Cannot escape. A one-arm takedown from Justin Watley on 4th down.
That ball's got to be out of his hands. It should be right now. And a terrific job just by this Arizona State defense.
Sims on the wheel route is intercepted by John Slaughter. Sims sailed it, and a giveaway right away.
This is a nice job by Slaughter. It's almost as if they ran the same play earlier to Brown on the opposite side. Remember, they had the linebacker. Why not start with a little easy run play or a screen play to get the drive going?
Four-man rush, and Lewis on a check down. Draylen Miller stayed in bounds.
Because the offense already has a couple calls already called in the huddle.
Another run. Brown springs through. He's got the home run hitting ability. Raleigh Brown ushered out at the 21. A 60-yard sprint.
I want you to watch the right tackle, 58, Ahanakor. Sure, 58. He's just keeping his edge. He's
Gomez for Gibson, who will take this one out of his own end zone. Why not in the waning seconds? And Gibson swung down just past the 20 as we hit halftime. It's led by Juju Lewis. Buffs get the football as Jesus Gomez sends one to Quentin Gibson. He takes it from 6 yards deep in the end zone. Gibson nearly slipped the tackle. Big drive to begin the second half now for Colorado. Out of a two running back look, it is a loss for Dallin Hayden off the right side. Elijah O'Neal on the stop.
In the first half, and despite the lead for Arizona State, that was a frustrated Coach Kenny Dillingham, guys, after he walked the officials to the locker room. He said, we got to play better football.
Looking for consistency. Third down and 1. Dallin Hayden found a seam. Dallin Hayden springs into Arizona State territory and carries Boogie Wilson inside the 30. It's a 42-yard huge run
was created.
Hayden again off that right side behind Xavier Hill.
34, the weight down.
Marion Miller slot left. Juju Lewis looking for him. End zone touchdown! Lewis told us it's unstoppable to Miller.
Yeah, but they created that opportunity, Mike, by putting 3 receivers on that side. The first 2 receivers on the outside, they ran stop routes. They held the corners up.
That's, as far as the odds go, the 5 teams trying to get to the league title game. So Jeff Sims and the Sun Devils trail by 1. Reggie Hughes trying to get Colorado all coordinated here. Sims across the middle. Eusebio has green grass in front of him. Eusebio, touchdown Arizona State. 68 yards.
Reggie Hughes stays there. He's right there to make that tackle on Eusebio. But because he had coverage on the running back Brown, he's jumping around.
And now up 5, classic Kenny Dillingham. He will go for 2 to try to make the lead 7. Sims wide open, and it's Kamari Anderson, the backup tight end. The lead is indeed 7. The former walk-on Derek Eusebio, and then 2 more. Sims to Anderson. They ran it on that first drive of this half. Run it here as well with Micah Welch, who bounced it and finishes a run on Keith Abney.
Yeah, running backs coach Marshall Faulks has just got multiple guys trying to play one spot.
Lewis held it and then got popped by Clayton Smith. Third down.
I want you to watch Clayton Smith.
Footwork fundamentals, it fires you up.
Oh, man, that's great.
Third down and 5. Lewis popped it. Now he spins. He's searching. He floats one. He's got Williams. First down past the 40.
And to see football. The only way you get better at football is playing football.
Lewis stepped up, checks down. Joseph Williams past the 40, gets pile driven backwards by Breedlove and Javen Robinson. Second down and goal. Another give. Miller wiggles inside the 5 against Keith Abney. Lewis stumbles and ball was nearly out as well. Did it pop out at the 5?
Conference realignment. It's a great football.
Malik Brown on the ground off the left side. And he's getting dragged by one of his offensive linemen for some more yardage. Guy got 16 defensive snaps last year as a 2-way freshman. Second down and long. Sims downfield, fits it in nicely. Jordan Tyson. Tear the tight end in there for protection. Comes out of the backfield. Sims flushed around the corner. He needs 10. Goes out of bounds past the 45. I would say this is chilly. I wouldn't say it's cold.
Anything below 50. It's cold.
From the 20, Juju Lewis back to work. He fires for his tight end, Zach Atkins. Junior defensive tackle. He is the anchor of everything they do. 3rd down and 9. Lewis checks it down. Joseph Williams can't get much around the former Buff Kendrick Breedlove, just 2. And they don't break a whole lot. David Greaves gets away a good one to Sample at the 10. Slipped away from a couple and takes it past the 25.
But the bigger thing is just take care of what you can take care of, which is winning your football game.
Malik Brown springs to the 2nd level, goes hurtling, dropped the football. Harge has it. The football from Arizona State.
Yeah, that's just a drop by Brown. Now Slaughter came in late and Hodge, so you got both guys coming, but he just drops the football. I think he's trying to brace himself for
some a little bit at walkthrough yesterday. He is lined up beside Juju Lewis. Through the progression, Lewis toward the sideline, and Miller came back to the football, made the catch. Jeff Sims and Julian Lewis, a couple guys who did not begin the season as their team's starting quarterbacks. 2nd down and long, and Lewis is dropped. Justin Watley gets home. It is another sack for Watley.
Oh man, watch this by Watley. He's going to be on the left side of the screen.
3rd and 23. Sincere Brown, he can scoop. He's got a convoy. Sincere Brown with a 1st down and plenty more.
Nice job by Brown here. Honestly, Mike, this looked like a punt return, because it's like he got the football and he's trying to go to the middle and he realizes, oh, and a critical mistake for the Colorado offense.
Malik Brown, they go right back to him, and he sprints to midfield. Chased by Tion Parks. Brown all the way, touchdown.
So watch, you get Stewart, you get Anderson, a couple of blocks, and he's shot through a cannon. We saw Ralphie run, but they haven't seen Malik Brown running to the end zone for the touchdown.
3 catches for 35 and a touchdown. Hayden again left side. 34, it's a 4-yard pickup. In Boulder, Colorado, Mike Monaco, Kirk Morrison, Don Davenport, our entire crew with you. Kanye Udo, straight up the middle, physically finishes a run at Preston Hodge.
All those scenarios, and the easiest scenario is just win your games. You do that, you got a great opportunity.
Another gash gain from Malik Brown, who banged off of Isaiah Harge. So Kanye Udo checks back in. The Sun Devils content to run clock. Udo with a cut. Udo got a block downfield, and he tumbles down near the 10. 25 more, and the ground game has been massive for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, because Marcus Arroyo just said, you know what, I'm just going to have multiple pullers each play. So he's pulling guards, tackles, centers, tight end.
Off the Sun Devils giveaways.
There's a couple pullers again.
Udo lowered the helmet on Hodge. 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Arizona State does that the 2nd most in the country. Udo straight ahead, touchdown. More dominance with the ground game.
Babysitters are hard to find, Kenny.
2nd down, Brown skips through and then broke a tackle. Malik Brown is just playing around, and then smartly, he was there with Caleb Williams. They kind of moved him to a slot back wide receiver role in his 2nd year. And then last year, we mentioned a hamstring injury. Kanye Udo churns the legs, another chunk gain.
AC in a conference championship game. How about that?
Could be a rematch. Fake the flip on 4th down. Sims on the 2nd effort. And where do they spot him? Couple more pullers for Jason Brown, bouncing off Preston Hodge. And a nice run into the red zone. 1st and goal, and Jason Brown goes straight ahead. 2nd effort, touchdown. First career touchdown for the redshirt freshman Jason Brown.
It's just big boy football. They get 3 tight ends in the game, and it's downhill from Jason Brown. Houston still, they still got a heartbeat. Arizona State's got a heartbeat. It's going to be an enjoyable, fun last weekend. Obviously, to be in the conference championship game is just who's going to be the matchup.
Off the ricochet, caught by Joseph Williams after a gain from Zach Atkins.
Think about how important the Thanksgiving weekend of college football will be.
Lewis on second down, running out of time. Got away from Smith and takes the check down to Welch. They lost 42-28 to Pitt at home today on the flats. Here's a completion to Joseph Williams. Arizona State wins it 42-17. Raleek Brown starred in this one, and the Sun Devils are still alive.